Hello, welcome to this week's bottle episode, another full suit edition. I just like wearing my full suit, it's really comfy and cool. But anyway, yes, as I have mentioned multiple times before in many different videos, I have a lot of personas and characters and things, and Bakari isn't actually my persona. But I still get questions about this, and I like talking about my own characters, so here's a whole bundle episode about it. If you ever want to just quickly know what all my personas and characters are, you can head over to my personal fur affinity page, Adezu. I've always got them listed there under personas and characters, like I've got all their names there, and each name is a link to that character's reference sheet, so you can always check it there. At the time of this video, I have 3 personas and 9 characters. Like, I know that's a lot, but there are 9 that I actively use. And the difference between a persona and a character is, a persona is a character that you use to represent yourself and you have like a personal connection with for whatever reason, whether it's because you like that animal, or it's got the same name as you, or it's got your colors. Like, you have a very personal attachment to that character. And then you've got non-persona, just characters. Those are just cool characters you have because, you know, they're just fun to have, they're nice characters, but you don't have that same sort of intrapersonal connection you do with your actual personas. Let's begin with my most obvious character, Pocari Rue. You might have heard about him, and you probably know a lot about him if you're a regular on this channel. Pocari came about when I was in the market for my very first fursuit, but I didn't want to get my persona done in case I didn't like suiting. So I created a brand new character that was inspired by Monster Rue, who was the fursuit that sort of got me interested in fursuiting. He was originally intended to have a much more, you know, cool and serious kind of personality like Monster Rue, but with such a cute suit and my just natural effeminate personality, he became the much more cute, adorable foof that you know today. Bakari is also a gender fluid character, but I just say him as default. I don't mind if you want to call him a him or a her. Okay, let's ditch the weird third personas and go to my main persona, Adezu the Tasmanian Devil. Adezu I have mentioned a lot throughout my videos being my main persona, and she's even appeared in a couple of them with my amazing suit that was made by Dexter Zombie. And being my primary persona, everyone that knows me calls me Adezu, or Dizu for short. Adezu came about because I was kind of outgrowing my persona at the time. My persona at the time was my very first one, and as I sort of got in the fan a bit more and came out of my shell, I kind of lost a lot of connection with that first persona, so Adezu was able to replace her pretty quickly. And I thought it would be cool because I'm Tasmanian, so it'd be cool to have to be a Tasmanian that has a Tasmanian Devil persona. I hadn't even seen anyone with a Tasmanian Devil persona, so in 2014 I commissioned Kinkslinks because I was totally stuck on the design for the head, so together we came up with this. And then I designed the rest of her myself, and you have Adezu as she is now. Also, in regards to the name, Adezu comes from a Neopet of mine actually. Before I was a furry, I was super duper into Neopets, so Adezu the royal girl loop, but is painted as a royal boy kind of thing. Like, if you don't know Neopets, you have to have a 100% unique name. Like, you can't just call your pet Jim because someone beat you to that in 2006. So you've either got to have lots of numbers and underscores or come up with your own unique name. And the name I came up with was Adezu. Adezu is a persona of mine because she's kind of the personality that I wish I had. So it's nice to sort of, you know, put that on and be confident in myself. So like Adezu, she's sassy, she's menacing, she's confident, she's awesome. And if she was more realistic to my real self, she'd probably be a grumpy Pomeranian. But yeah, recently I also designed her a primal form, which is just a form that looks much more like a Tasmanian Devil and is more of a cross between Adezu and my real self. So would also make a really cool fursuit as well. Let's talk about a character next. There's my original persona I had before Adezu, and that was Audra. Yeah, she's no longer a persona, now she's a character because I lost that connection. But yeah, she is a mystic beast, which is a canine-like monster from a series of JRPGs called Disgaea. Highly recommend if you like the JRPGs. There really isn't much else to her other than a face, I guess. There wasn't really much to her in the beginning, so it was pretty easy to replace her with Adezu. I should really redesign her or sell her. Let's go to my secondary persona, Niho. Niho is a Manokit, which is sort of like a Kitsune Shark hybrid created by Dubmutt. When the Manokit craze started booming, I liked them, but not really enough to make one. But then one of my all-time favorite artists, Jinxus, created this adoptable, and then the money kind of just flew out of my wallet. She was intended to just be a character, but as I developed her more and more, I started to relate to her more and more before I just went, you know what, screw it, she's just going to be a full-on persona. Neho is much more like who I actually am. So, you know, she's chill, she's cheesy, she's a little bit shy, but once you get to know her, you won't be able to shut her up. And she loves salmon. Plus, who doesn't want to just flop around as a giant shark monster all day? Neho also has a full fursuit coming hopefully later this year. She is being made by Core, also known as Designosaur, and a bit of help from Gore Hunt, I believe, as well. Let's go into my last persona while we're at it. We have Lacquer. Besides Audra, Lacquer is the oldest character I have. July 2013, I was scrolling the front page of Fur Affinity and then I saw him there. I clicked on it and it was a brand new character auction and I was so excited, but being such a new furry, I was still very terrified. Especially like spending $50 on a character was pretty unheard of. But Lacquer was just such a perfect, amazing character. Like, he was my colors and I just loved him so much. So I just had to, and I won. Best decision ever. Lacquer's name also doesn't have anything behind it. That's just the name Pranktail gave him, and I think it was a nice name, so I didn't change it. So Lacquer was kind of like the dad that handles all the grown-up stuff. So, you know, bills, taxes, meetings, managing, all the boring, serious stuff. And yeah, he's male while I'm female, but he's still a part of me. He's still got that amazing design. I don't care what junk he has, he's still gonna always be my persona. Suit-wise, I don't think I'd get one. Like, his body type and height is extremely different to me, so I don't think I'd fully be able to pull him off. Like, I wouldn't be able to do him justice. So I did get someone to design a more fursuit friendly version of him, but I don't know. I've got more characters I'd rather get a suit of. Speaking of, let's talk about another character with a fursuit coming soon, Scamp. If you follow my personal accounts, you would have seen that I have been developing Scamp a lot lately. She is a budgie dragon hybrid, and if you know me, you know my love for budgies. I actually bought her as an adoptable from Mad Shy in April 2016, I think it was. Yeah, I have never clicked on a picture so fast. I was so lucky to get that. The second comment tried to buy her too, but I won. So, Scamp gets her name from my very first budgie, who I sadly lost in a tragic dog-related accident. So, he was the most amazing, cuddly budgie ever. So I named this budgie dragon after him. Scamp is a very snuggly, introverted, marshmallow addicted, laid-back character that just wants to rug up in blankets and play video games all day. I kind of want to make her a persona for that. She is a lot like me, but I still have too many personas. So she kind of just sits in like that persona character mid-range, so I just use her to represent myself a lot. As for the suit, she is getting a head made by a brand new fursuit maker over in the States called SneepSnoop Suits. God, try saying that 3 times quickly. SneepSnoop Suits, SneepSnoop. I put a link to them in the description below. They're from Furry Amino, so they're pretty excited to experiment with all kinds of new like additions and kinds of fur with her. So I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do. As for the rest of the suit, I don't know, I'll probably just go to someone local. We'll see how it goes. I also have another memorial bird character. We have Zoot the Pan Can. Using a base, I designed Zoot off my black-capped conure, who sadly, mysteriously passed away at the end of last year. And I was so sad because he was like the most tame bird I have ever had. He was so snuggly, he loved his scritches, he did little tricks. Like, I was rarely seen without him, so it was really sad to lose him. I thought it would be really nice to honor him with a character that was inspired by him, so I reincarnated him as a pan can. I would love to have him live on as a fursuit, so ideally I would have him made from the creator of pan cans, CF Studios. My next character doesn't quite have as much meaning, but it's still cool. Nana's the red panda. I bought Nana's from Sokane as an adoptable because I was kind of in the market for a red panda character. Always loved red pandas, so I thought Nana's was pretty cool, pretty unique. I don't think I'd seen a yellow red panda before, so I snatched that one up. So far, I brought him to Batitude, but no luck. That's really all I've done with him. A character that's on my long list of characters I'm hoarding for suits. Just like these next 2 characters, we have Mai the Golden Tiger and Heart the Maned Kitty. I bought Mai secondhand from a person on Twitter because I just love golden tigers, and I love this girl's design so much. How cool is the little flower on her back? But little did I know, this is actually a Jinx's design, so god damn you Jinxes and your ability to make me lose my money. And Heart was another adoptable from Can Electricity, which I got because I really like cats, and you know, he's blue and he's stripy and he's fluffy, so that ticks all my boxes, so I grabbed that one as soon as I could. I haven't done anything with these guys other than hope that I stumble upon $1 million and can get suits of everyone. Alright, 2 more characters to go. Next we have Hubbard. Hubbard is a bunny blue jay hybrid designed by the absolutely incredible Varney. If you love incredibly well designed characters that are a bit more on the higher end as well, I would highly recommend watching Varney. When Varney first put up Hubbard for sale, I was so disappointed because I loved his design so much, but I just could not afford to buy him at the time, so someone else snatched him before I could, and I just went about my day. But a little while later, I was scrolling through my Twitter feed, and there he was. The buyer was reselling him, so I didn't let him get away this time, and I grabbed him up. He is an absolutely incredibly designed character. Like, this isn't a base. This is the only place you'll see that artwork. So I don't even have to say anything about his personality. You can see it all in Varney's incredible artwork. Even my partner Kiba absolutely loves this design, so much so that we share this character. So don't panic if you see Kiba using him. Very cool character to be lucky enough to own. And lastly, we have Waver. Waver was designed by Elk Dragon, who is an artist that I had been wanting a character from for ages. Elk's designs are so complicated and wacky and out there that I just can't help but fall in love with them, no matter how crazy they get. Elk's ridiculously toony style complements these wacky designs really well, I think. But yeah, Elk has a series of adoptables called Glowhounds, and Waver was one of those. I just loved the whole melancholy look of it, and it has a really cool color palette too. So if you love wacky, complicated design, do give Elk Dragon a watch. So yeah, that's all the main ones. I do have a couple of others, but I don't really do anything with them because I just like designing characters for fun, and I just like having some characters for fun, so there isn't much point into going super in-depth with them, and this video is getting too long anyway, so I will leave it there. So thank you so much for watching. Leave me some comments below, like what's your fursona and why is it your fursona? Or what are your characters and why are they your characters? Like, tell me all about them. And I will see you in the next video. Bye! Now, this video was recorded before I went on my break, so hi, hello, I'm back, how's it going? And during that break, one of my favorite suits went up for sale for a really good price. So I'm a fan!
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom. Yes, sir, I'm Cuban Pete. I'm the craze of my native street. When I start to dance, everything goes chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom. The senoritas said sing and how they swing with that albero. It's very nice, so full of spice. And when the dancing